Hello and welcome to Corbett Field as we are about ready to get set for Game 2 of 3 here between the Pierre Trappers and your Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. Sabre Dogs coming off of a big win yesterday, winning 11-6 over the Trappers with a lot of action. We saw a steal of home, a make that a 2-run shot from Justin Cooper, his first of the year, second in the Sabre Dogs uniform. They look to ride that into tonight's ball game as they look to take their 5th consecutive series win. Not only that, but make it 5 straight wins against this struggling Pierre Trappers ball club. The Trappers coming in at 9-19 in the year, 13 games back in the Clark division. Meanwhile, the Sabre Dogs 21-9 on the year, 4.5 game lead over the Big Sticks in the Lewis division. They've also clinched their way to the divisional round of the postseason in August. Sabre Dogs looking to stay hot here. Let's take a look at their starting lineup tonight that will be sent out by head coach Alex Miklos. Leading off in left field will be Caden Schwabe, followed by Justin Cooper at shortstop, who had the big night yesterday. Bo Brewer, the league leading hitter, will bat third at first base. Steve Moretta, looking to shake off a tough night last night, will clean up at third base. Alan Greer back in the order, batting 5th at center field. Colin Hannigan, the catcher, will bat 6th. Ethan Moore, your DH, will bat 7th. Jaden Schaefer, the second baseman, will bat 8th. And rounding out the 9 in right field will be Jared Breedwell. On the other side, from Ontario Mays Pierre Trappers, it'll be Caden Cardoso, the Minot State product, to lead it off at third base, followed by Thomas McKenna, the second baseman. Brock Reinhardt, the right fielder, will bat third. Joseph Bramani cleaning up at first base after hitting a home run and driving in another run on an RBI ground rule double. He was 2 for 3 yesterday. Colin Adams also left the yard last night, will bat 5th in the DH spot. Nicholas Strong will catch and bat 6th. Cole Yancey will play left field, batting 7th, followed by Bennett Osborne in center, who will bat 8th, and Braden Cordes, the former Big Stick, will round out the 9 at shortstop for Pierre tonight. The pitchers this evening for both sides for the Trappers will be Mason Torvey, who will be out for his 5th start of the year. Saw him back here at Corbett Field about a week and a half ago on the 19th of June, where he only lasted 1 inning, allowed 5 earned runs on 5 hits, no walks, and 1 strikeout. For the Sabre Dogs, on their side of things, it'll be left-hander Trevor Ernst, who's been really good through his first 2 outings in the Sabre Dogs uniform. So far, a 2-0 record with a .75 ERA. He struck out 10 batters to 9 walks in 12 innings pitched. His last outing against the Sodbusters was a good one. 6 innings, allowed 1 run. It was earned, 7 hits, 4 walks, and 5 strikeouts. With that, we're going to toss to a pregame interview as we sat down with Lance McDonald, last night's starting catcher. Let's take a listen to that. Now we're joined by last night's starting catcher, Lance McDonald. Lance, how's it going? Thank you for coming on tonight.
Good, Max. Thanks for having me.
So let's get started yesterday. First start behind the dish in a while here since that doubleheader in Hastings. Walk me through the couple of nice plays you had, blocking a couple pitches in the dirt, getting up quickly, throwing some bullets down to second base. Obviously, I think, now, Icon High School, not the same level as you guys, but I think that's one of the most exciting, rewarding plays for a catcher back there. When you get 2, you block it, and you throw them out at second base. How'd those feel?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, especially whenever you throw a runner out, that's an awesome feeling, like you said. I mean, I feel like you're on top of the world there, and it's just everything you practice blocking and recovering, and when you get to do it in the game and it's successful, it's a great feeling.
No doubt about that. The one in the top of the 9th inning also, you had a little bit of a obstacle course to go through, having to go around that left-handed hitter. How'd that one feel?
Yeah, no, I tried to throw it behind him because I was like, he was in my way, and so fired one down there to Coop, and he made a good tag, and it was good.
Now, Eric Wallington, I think it was the best we saw him this entire year. I got the start yesterday. The strikeout numbers were very high for him yesterday. First time you've caught him ever.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Yeah, it was awesome. Wally had some really good stuff in the pen, and his fastball was working really well. We had the slider there, and, it was really good. He was firing strikes. He got into a lot of 0-2 counts. He got ahead really, really well, and he didn't fall behind. So, yeah, when we get into 0-2 counts like that, we can work off it with the breaker and not give him a good pitch to hit, and he was really successful with that, and, it was awesome.
So when you're working for a pitcher for the first time, particularly in summer ball, which you've had to do a lot this summer, what's your process talking to a guy? Obviously, 1, you're meeting him for the first time, but 2, having to learn how he pitches, what pitches he throws, and how he likes to attack hitters.
Yeah, I think the bullpens are really important when you first meeting the guys and they're coming in and, getting hot, and learning what kind of pitches they have and everything, and what's their go-to off-speed and how they like the fastball and everything, and that's really important. And I'm trying to use the bullpens as a way to expedite the process and learn them a little better. And then Wally and I actually roomed together the whole week, so, you get to know him a little better there, and I feel like that relationship you build with him off the field helps a lot on the mound, too.
No doubt. Do you guys ever talk about you guys potentially being a battery?
Absolutely, yeah. I've caught his pens multiple times before, so it was good to get out there and actually do it in the game. It was a lot of fun.
So you go from a lefty who throws hard with a lot of run on that fastball to a righty who also throws hard, and Kanan Morrow just after that for about 4 innings or so. What was that adjustment like? I know you caught him the weekend before that, catching him for a second time. What was that like?
Yeah, it was nice because they they were playing. They both had the same stuff playing that day, and so I didn't have to change the approach up too much. They both were getting ahead with the fastball, and we were working off that. And so it was nice to be able to do the same thing, and we had success with both of them.
Awesome. Great stuff to hear. Once again, your catcher from last night, Lance McDonald. As the Sabre Dogs look to pick up their 5th consecutive series win here tonight. This will be game 2 of 3 between the Trappers and the Sabre Dogs. Lance, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Max.
Once again, Lance McDonald, the catcher for this Souris Valley Sabre Dogs ball club. Tonight's backstop will be Colin Hannigan. He's hitting 6th, one of the hottest hitters in this lineup. He's bumped up his average to 380 after leaving the yard for the first time this year back on Sunday. Colin and the rest of the Sabre Dogs are ready for game 2 of 3 here between the Trappers. First pitch coming up next. Hello and welcome to Corbett Field as we are about ready to get set for game 2 of 3 here between the Pierre Trappers and your Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. Sabre Dogs coming off of a big win yesterday, winning 11-6 over the Trappers with a lot of action. We saw a steal of home, a 2-run shot from Justin Cooper, his first of the year, second in the Sabre Dogs uniform. They look to ride that into tonight's ball game as they look to take their 5th consecutive series win. Not only that, but make it 5 straight wins against this struggling Pierre Trappers ball club. The Trappers coming in at 9-19 in the year, 13 games back in the Clark division. Meanwhile, the Sabre Dogs 21-9 on the year, 4.5 game lead over the Big Sticks in the Lewis division. They've also clinched their way to the divisional round of the postseason in August. Sabre Dogs looking to stay hot here. Let's take a look at their starting lineup tonight that will be sent out by head coach Alex Miklos. Leading off in left field will be Caden Schwabe, followed by Justin Cooper at shortstop, who had the big night yesterday. Bo Brewer, the league leading hitter, will bat third at first base. Steve Moretta, looking to shake off a tough night last night, will clean up at third base. Alan Greer back in the order, batting 5th at center field. Colin Hannigan, the catcher, will bat 6th. Ethan Moore, your DH, will bat 7th. Jaden Schaefer, the second base, will bat 8th. And rounding out the 9 in right field will be Jared Breedwell. On the other side, from Ontario Mays Pierre Trappers, it'll be Caden Cardoso, the Minot State product, to lead it off at third base, followed by Thomas McKenna, the second baseman. Brock Reinhardt, the right fielder, will bat third. Joseph Bramani cleaning up at first base after hitting a home run and driving in another run on an RBI ground rule double. He was 2 for 3 yesterday. Colin Adams also left the yard last night, will bat 5th in the DH spot. Nicholas Strong will catch and bat 6th. Cole Yancey will play left field, batting 7th, followed by Bennett Osborne in center, who will bat 8th, and Braden Cordes, the former Big Stick, will round out the 9 at shortstop for Pierre tonight. The pitchers this evening for both sides for the Trappers will be Mason Torvey, who will be out for his 5th start of the year. Saw him back here at Corbett Field about a week and a half ago on the 19th of June, where he only lasted 1 inning, allowed 5 earned runs on 5 hits, no walks, and 1 strikeout. For the Sabre Dogs, on their side of things, it'll be left-hander Trevor Ernst, who's been really good through his first 2 outings in the Sabre Dogs uniform. So far, a 2-0 record with a .75 ERA. He struck out 10 batters to 9 walks in 12 innings pitched. His last outing against the Sodbusters was a good one. 6 innings, allowed 1 run. It was earned, 7 hits, 4 walks, and 5 strikeouts. With that, we're going to toss to a pregame interview as we sat down with Lance McDonald, last night's starting catcher. Let's take a listen to that. Now we're joined by last night's starting catcher, Lance McDonald. Lance, how's it going? Thank you for coming on tonight.
Good, Max. Thanks for having me.
So let's get started yesterday. First start behind the dish in a while here since that doubleheader in Hastings. Walk me through the couple of nice plays you had, blocking a couple pitches in the dirt, getting up quickly, throwing some bullets down.
Saturday, July 3rd will be Ballpark Time Machine at Corbett Field. Your Sabre Dogs will be hosting an 80s theme night. So break out that neon and those scrunchies and come wearing your best 80s look. We'll be rocking out to 80s music all night long. The Sabre Dogs will be going head-to-head with the Fremont Moot at 7:05 p.m. So see you there at Corbett Field to go back in time. Saturday, July 3rd will be Ballpark Time Machine at Corbett Field. Your Sabre Dogs will be hosting an 80s theme night. So break out that neon and those scrunchies and come wearing your best 80s look. We'll be rocking out to 80s music all night long. The Sabre Dogs will be going head-to-head with the Fremont Moot at 7:05 p.m. So see you there at Corbett Field to go back in time. Saturday, July 3rd will be Ballpark Time Machine at Corbett Field. Your Sabre Dogs will be hosting an 80s.
This is Ethan Moore for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all our exclusive Sabre Dogs content you'll need this summer. Follow us at SV Sabre Dogs and use the hashtag SCODogs. This is Ethan Moore for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club
Welcome back to Corbett Field. 3-1 Sabre Dogs, your score as we begin the top of the third inning. Going to be 8-9-1 due up here against Trevor Ernst. And again, we apologize for the technical difficulties if you're just tuning in. The Sabre Dogs taking their 3-1 lead on a home run from Caden Schwabe and a 2-run shot from Ethan Moore. So here comes Bennett Osborne, the center fielder, to lead it off against Ernst. His first pitch is a fastball that misses down, lone ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Ernst struck out the side back in the second inning. His only 3 strikeouts of the night did allow a home run to Colin Adams, the only run pieced together by Pierre here this evening so far. Ernst winds and deals the 1-0. Fastball sails upstairs, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes here with nobody out. Osborne having a slow start to the year, hitting a .133, no homers, 6 RBIs, 5 stolen bags as well. Was 0 for 4 in his last appearance. Infield plays him straight up, outfield straight up as well. As Ernst twists and deals the 2-0 pitch in the way. Fastball over the middle third of the plate, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Osborne, a product of Century College. Swinging from the right side here tonight. Braden Cordes, the shortstop, on deck. Ernst takes a deep breath, comes set, pauses. Twists and fires the 2-1, swinging a bounding ball to short. Cooper ranges to his right, gobbles it up, steps across, throws to first base, gets away from the first baseman Brewer as it was spiked. The catcher Hannigan backs it up. He'll have to put it in his pocket as Braden can make that Bennett Osborne, who runs well, is able to slide into second base safely without a play. So that'll be an E6 on the shortstop and Cooper as he spiked it to the first baseman Brewer, who had a tough time fielding this one. Again, instead of trying to go for it towards the throw, decided to step back, fielded on one knee, got past him. A tough play either way as it was an in-between hop. Got past him into foul territory, which allowed Osborne to reach second base. So again, that'll be an E6 on the shortstop and Cooper. That brings up Braden Cordes to the plate, the 9-hole hitter. Former big stick as well, hitting .215, no homers, 8 RBIs, and 3 stolen bags. Lefty on right again. Ernst kicks, fires. There goes the runner. Pitch is a strike. Throw down from Hannigan to third. Gets away from the third base from Moretto into left field. Schwabe fields it. We may have a play at the plate. The throw is in time to retire Cordes. Make that Osborne at the plate. How about Caden Schwabe? Have a night, young man. A home run and then throws out Osborne at the plate. It was a good jump by Osborne, who was trying to steal third, did so safely. The throw from the catcher Hannigan was wide to the third baseman Moretto. Got by him into left field. Schwabe was right there to back it up. Came in, charged it just like it was a routine ground ball into the outfield. Osborne got a late jump coming to the plate, and Schwabe's throw was perfectly on line and in time to retire Osborne. So 1 out now. That eliminates the E6 as the next pitch is swung on and chopped down the third base line and foul for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's the second time we've seen Schwabe throw out a runner on a play like that. His 3rd assist of the year in the outfield. Really good stuff. Ernst winds and tosses. Low 1-2 on the way. Fastball down and away. Make that ball 1, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that's big right there. Is if Osborne is either safe at the plate, it's 3-2, of course. But if he holds, it's runner on third base, nobody out. And the Trappers have an opportunity to keep this line moving. 1-2, swinging a ground ball to second. Schaefer has it played perfectly, picks it up cleanly, shuffles across, and throws to first base in time to retire Cordes for out number 2. 4-3 put out. So 2 outs now here in the top of the third inning. And again, that's been the story for the Trappers so far in this series. Is not only burning opportunities on the offensive side of things, but handing the Sabre Dogs free opportunities on the defensive side of things and the pitching side of things. And that was one right there where they had a chance to get back into this ballgame, at least make it a 1-run deficit, if not tie this game up. But it was erased after Cordes was thrown, make that Osborne was thrown out at the plate. Top of the order up now, Caden Cardoso. First pitch is a strike over the middle of the plate. No balls, 1 strike to count. Cardoso 0 for 1, grounded out to the first baseman Brewer to open up this ballgame. Ernst winds and tosses. Here's the 0-1 on the way. Fastball outside by a smidge, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Trappers. 3 runs, 2 hits, an error for the Sabre Dogs. Ernst, third base side of the hill, already set as Cardoso digs back at the box. He turns, kicks, tosses the 1-1. Blocked by the catcher Hannigan, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Shadows continue to creep in here. Should not play a role for another hour or so. Did not really see them play a role yesterday. Just for about 20 minutes or so. As Cardoso steps out of the box, taking a lot of time here trying to slow down this pace of Ernst. As he climbs back into the box, Ernst already set. Ready to go as he turns and tosses the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Fastball at the top of the zone, outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes here with 2 outs. Ernst concluded the second with a K. Looking to do some of the same right here as Cardoso digs back in. Wide open stance from the left side for the tall third baseman. Cardoso turns and tosses the 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Blocked by the catcher Hannigan, who applies the tag on the backside of Cardoso to retire the side. Good inning for Ernst as he faces the minimum for the second time tonight. Picks up his 4th strikeout of the evening as well. Ready to the bottom of the 3rd. You're listening to Expedition League Baseball live on the Souris Valley SaberDogs Radio Network. 3-1 SaberDogs your score.
Saturday, July 3rd will be Ballpark Time Machine at Corbett Field. Your SaberDogs will be hosting an 80s theme night. So break out that neon and those scrunchies and come wearing your best 80s look. We'll be rocking out to 80s music all night long. The SaberDogs will be going head-to-head with the Fremont Moot at 7:05 p.m. So see you there at Corbett Field to go back in time. Saturday, July 3rd will be...
This is Ethan Moore for the Souris Valley SaberDogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all our exclusive SaberDogs content you'll need this summer. Follow us at SV SaberDogs and use the hashtag ScoDogs. This is Ethan Moore for the Souris.
Seatbelts are the most effective safety device to prevent the death and injury in a motor vehicle crash. Please buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get to the goal of Vision Zero. 0 fatalities, 0 excuses. Seatbelts are the most effective.
This is Jordan Williams. I play outfield for the Souris Valley SaberDogs, reminding you that Planet Pizza is celebrating 25 years in the Magic City this summer. Stop in and try award-winning pizza and wings. Vest up for some laser tag or aim for a jackpot.
Bottom half of the 3rd inning, 3-1 SaberDogs your score. The long balls been the story tonight. The SaberDogs have had their fair share of homers this year, but have been middle of the pack in the league. But that's been their story this evening. 2 home runs, one from Caden Schwabe, the other from Ethan Moore. They're looking for more here. Here comes Steve Moretto, a guy with a lot of pop, to lead it off here in the 3rd inning. The only man not to come to the plate in that second frame in which the SaberDogs sent 8 men to the plate. Torvey from the wide. Long hold as he turns and tosses. His first pitch of the inning on its way. It's swung on and missed for strike 1. Fastball in the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike to count. Moretto looking to heat up once again. Was on a tear before he was hitting the elbow. Now 0 for 6 since his return. 0-1 pitch. Swinging a cue shot. Right side. Going to be a tough play. Osborne raging to his left. Picks it up with his glove. Flips to first base. But Moretto beats it out as he's safe at first. Good base running by Moretto, hustling out of the box. So he'll beat it out. Again, the second baseman, Osborne, was ranging up the middle behind the second base bag. Had to range about 20 feet to his left, which is the reason why Moretto had so much time to cover so much ground on the first base line. All the second baseman, Osborne, could do was flip it with his glove. Held on to it for a little bit too long. He's had a little bit too much air underneath it, which gave Moretto about an extra step and a half. So he's safe at first base. Leadoff single for him. First hit since coming back from the elbow injury that sidelined him for a couple of games. Here's the first pitch to Alan Greer. Breaking ball, runs outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Greer 0 for 1 tonight. Flew out to right field to open up that second inning. A slicing line drive to the right fielder Reinhardt that almost sunk down for a base hit as he had to field it at his shoe tops. Righty on right, 1-0, breaking ball. Front door pitch, bite to the inside corner, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. After Greer, it'll be Hannigan and Moore. 3-1 SaberDogs, your score here in the bottom of the 3rd inning now. Torvey from the third base side of the rubber, pauses at the chest. From the slide step, delivers the 1-1 swing and a miss. Strike 2. Greer out in front of a breaking ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Greer back last Sunday in that marathon against the Fremont Moo. Hit his 2nd homer of the year. Cleared the monster out in straightaway left field. It was a big home run at the time. 1 of 3 from the SaberDogs that evening. We also saw Colin Hannigan leave the yard as well as Jaden Beck. One of the most improbable moments I've ever watched on the baseball field as there's a check over to first base. Moretto dives back in safely. Infield shifting, Greer to pull. Second baseman Osborne ranging well up the middle. Shortstop Court is about straight up. So the 1-2 is a breaking ball buried in the dirt, blocked by the catcher Strong. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes here with nobody out. So for Greer, that's now home run number 2 on the year. Did not hit 1 at all last year with the SaberDogs. Also has 31 RBIs. 24 stolen bases to his name as well, hitting .327 coming into this contest. Torvey from the slide step delivers, swinging a high chop, shortstop side. Cordes plays the long hop, goes to second for one. That is in time to retire Moretto's. There's a collision at second base. Looks like the shortstop make that the second baseman Osborne is covering is okay. That was a good play by Cordes. Had no chance probably to get Greer at first base, who runs incredibly well. A high chopper off the turf that had to bounce at least 20 feet in the air. The shortstop Cordes came in charging hard, fielded it at about waist height, then threw across his body on the run to the second baseman Osborne. Almost pulled him off the bag wide of the first base side of the second base bag, but was able to keep that right foot on to retire Moretto by a step. So Greer at first base with good speed. 6'4" fielder's choice. Here's Colin Hannigan. Check over to first base. Pitcher and Torvey won't even make a throw. So Greer will get back in standing up. Hannigan was hit on the first pitch he saw his last time up, as the first pitch is a breaking ball that runs outside. Ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Was showing bunt, pulled back, and it hit him what looked to be square in the chest, maybe towards the front shoulder. He would come around to score on the Ethan Moore 2-run shot. 1-0 pitch on the way, breaking ball outside. Catcher Strong considers a snap throw to first base. He'll hold on to it. 2 balls, no strikes. Here with 1 out. Pitch count climbing here for Torvey through 2 1/3 of an inning's work. Just about to hit pitch number 60 on the night. Greer takes his lead from first base, a healthy one for him. As we mentioned, 24 stolen bags on the year, second on the team in that category. 2-0. Fastball misses down and away, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes to count here on Hannigan. Game 2 of this 3-game set. Sabre Dogs took game 1 last night. Looking to pick up their 5th straight series win and their 5th win in a row against this very Trappers ball club. Torvey kicks, fires, runner goes, pitches well outside, picked by the catcher Strong, as that will be ball 4. Hannigan will take first base. First walk surrendered by Torvey in this inning. It's going to be his 4th allowed on the night. So that'll set up a first and second spot here with 1 out for Ethan Moore. And Ethan Moore absolutely blasted a ball over the wall and almost straightaway center field. Again, as I mentioned, at the time it was hit, absolutely the farthest ball I've seen hit here at Corbett Field. It's 410 feet straightaway center. This was about 10, 15 feet to the right of that sign as it was slicing away from the center fielder Osborne, who had to turn his numbers to the infield. Cleared the wall by what looked to be at least 5 feet. Again, for home run number 4 for Moore, he now has driven in 23 runs on the year as well. Greer at second, Hannigan at first, 1 down. 3-1 Souris Valley, bottom of the 3rd. Torvey delivers the first pitch. Big swing and a miss on a breaking ball that Moore was out in front of. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. The wind is blowing gently out towards right center, so may have helped out Ethan Moore a bit. But if you're going to clear the wall almost in straightaway center field here at Corbett, you got to get all of it. And there was no doubt that Ethan Moore did on that one. Runners take their leads. No balls, 1 strike. Torvey kicks, fires, pitch on the way, swinging a line drive left field, racing in his yak. He has to play it on a hop, hops over his head, and rolls behind him. Greer will score, heading for third is Hannigan. He'll get the stop sign from Miklos. Into second base goes Ethan Moore as the Sabre Dogs take a 4-1 lead here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and a big break for the Sabre Dogs. This one hopped off the turf. The left fielder and Yancey was charging aggressively, too aggressively in fact, as it hopped over his head. He had to leap up in the air, rolled behind him, may have got a piece of it as it didn't roll too hard. Again, looked like it maybe was going to roll towards the track, maybe even the wall. Only rolled about 5-6 feet behind him. So we're now seeing a conversation between the pitcher and Torvey and the home plate umpire, Tony Archina. Not quite sure what this is about. Looks like they'll quickly split up. So either way, that'll be it. Ruled a double, it looks like, and an RBI for Ethan Moore. His 4th run batted in, make that 3rd run batted into the evening, and now is 24 on the year. And also advances Hannigan to third base. Jaden Schaefer, a good spot here to extend that lead for the Sabre Dogs. Middle infield will be playing back. They'll exchange a ground ball out for a run. First baseman Bramani even with the bag. Third baseman Cardoso playing back as well. Schaefer walked in the 2nd inning, stole the base. That was his 3rd stolen bag of the year. Here's the wind, the first pitch on the way, swinging a ground ball up the middle, ranging to his right is Osborne. He dives, can't get it, base hit center field. Hannigan will score. Right behind him on his heels is Ethan Moore. He'll stop on home plate. A 2-run single for Jaden Schaefer as that breaks the door open. It's 6-1 Souris Valley here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. RBIs 11 and 12 on the year for Schaefer as he had a soft ground ball up the middle. The second baseman Osborne was about straight up at second base. Sprinting to his backhanded side, laid out for it, could not get it. Sunglasses falling off and all as it got into center field for a base hit. And with Moore, who has good speed at second base, was able to score with ease without a throw. So 3 runs in this frame. You got the magical 1-2-3 under the 1-2-3 inning marks on the scoreboard right now. The baseball nerd in me wants to see the SaberDogs keep that and go for 4 in the 4th. But, of course, if you're the SaberDogs, trying to extend this lead as much as you can. No balls, 1 strike to count here with 1 out. It's the first pitch to Breedwell is over the middle of the plate. Schaefer takes his lead from first here with 1 out. Righty on right. Torvey from the third base side comes set at the chest. Delivers the 0-1. Breaking ball backs up and hits Breedwell on the backside. So he'll take first base. Second hit batter of the night out of the right hand of Torvey. As that is now 4 consecutive SaberDogs bats that have reached base here. And that'll set up a first and second spot for the leadoff man in Caden Schwabe, who's already had a good night. A home run back in the first inning, walked in the second as well, as we're going to see a meeting at the mound once again. 66 pitches through 2 1/3 of an inning's work so far for Torvey. Currently a right-hander warming up for the Trappers. And again, the one bugaboo for Pierre this season has been their bullpen has really struggled. And if you're the SaberDogs, obviously the goal of playing against any team, but particularly this Pierre team, is getting to that bullpen as early as possible. And it's looking like they may get to achieve that goal very soon here. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, Trevor Earn has looked very good tonight. Currently he's gotten through 3 innings, has allowed 1 run on the home run, has faced the minimum twice. And more than likely, in fact, I can guarantee you, will be coming out for the top of the 4th inning. He'll have quite a cushion when he comes back. Now a 5-run lead. When he left, it was a 2-run advantage. So here comes Schwabe. 4 for 5 in the series, has reached base 6 times. That home run is first in the SaberDogs uniform. Chance for more RBIs now right here. 14 on the season. Schaefer takes his lead from second. Breedwell at first at a 45-degree angle. Has Schaefer right in front of him just in case he decides to go or advance on a wild pitch. As the first pitch is on its way. Fastball in the outside corner. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Middle infielders pinched up the middle in double play depth. That's the shortstop Cordes and second baseman Osborne. Torvey, long look into his catcher and Strong. He now comes set. Jersey tugging in the wind as he kicks and fires the 0-1. Breaking ball in the dirt, blocked by the catcher Strong. Ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. And for Torvey, he's really pitched backwards tonight. A heavy diet of breaking balls. Again, as we mentioned, does not throw hard. Looks like about 75 to 78 on that fastball, but it's that breaking ball that has so much horizontal break on it. SaberDogs have been able to lay off of it a lot tonight as Schwabe swings, grounds it wide at first, fielded by Bramani. His throw is wide to the shortstop. Cordes rolls into left field. Schaefer rounding third. He will score as he taps home plate. Another run is in as that makes it 7-1 SaberDogs here in the bottom of the first inning. A hard ground ball right at Bramani, who stabbed his glove to his backhanded side. Again, had time. Threw off his heels, a sidearm throw as well. The shortstop at Cordes was ranging to his left to cover the second base bag. Quickly had to change directions as the pull was wide to the third base side of the bag. Had to dive to his backhanded side, could not get it. So that'll be an E3 on the first baseman, Bramani. Schwabe reaches for the 3rd time through the first 3 frames of this ball game. So first and second now. Breedwell at second, 1 out. Here's Justin Cooper, who walked his last time up. First pitch, breaking ball in the dirt, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. And if Bo Brewer comes to the plate in this inning, 8 of the 9 SaberDogs in this lineup will have appeared in each of the first 3 innings of this ball game to the plate. Don't see that too often. 1-0, breaking ball in the inside corner, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The only one who hasn't and can't will be Steven Moretto, who did not appear in that second inning. Was the only man who did not appear at the plate in that frame, in fact, as the SaberDogs sent up 8. 1 ball, 1 strike to count here with 1 out. Torvey. Stretch from the third base side, delivers the 1-1. Down low, blocked by the catcher Strong again. He's been working hard tonight. 2 balls, 1 strike here with 1 out. Double play absolutely in order. Will be hard to twist it with Schwabe, who's at first base and has great speed. Cooper also good speed at the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Torvey from the stretch. Spin move to second base. Throw is not in time as Breedwell will get back in safely. Looked to hesitate a little bit right there as he spun quickly, landed on his feet, then started to lag his arm back a little bit. Was still able to make a throw. Maybe was thrown off guard. Maybe the second baseman Osborne didn't cover in time. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch on the way to Cooper as a breaking ball popped up to the right side, slicing out of play. Strike 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. And Torrey's been trying to cover both sides of the plate with that breaking ball, trying to backdoor it to left-handers, front door it to right-handers, in which he attempted with Cooper right there. Also trying to run it off the plate, starting at about middle, trying to run it off to the left-hander's batter's box, that inside line. SaberDogs have been able to be very patient with him tonight. Breedwell dancing back and forth at second. Big lead for him. The 2-2 on the way is blocked by the catcher and Strong. Ball 3. Count runs full on 3 balls and 2 strikes. Walks have been a struggle here for Torvey. 1 in this inning so far, 4 in the night, as 3 came in the last frame. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 4 runs already in here for the Sabre Dogs. The 3-2 on the way, swinging a pop-up shallow right field. Racing back is the first baseman Bravani. So is the right fielder and Reinhardt. He's going to have to play it on a hop as it gets down in fair territory. Station to station go the base runners as the bases will be loaded here with 1 away. As this one was hit into no man's land, into the triangle down the right field line. The first baseman Bravani raced back. The second baseman Osborne ranged back to his left. Reinhardt, the right fielder, was sprinting in, put on the brakes pretty early as this dropped about 5 feet to his left, just inside the fair line. Down that right field line. So that'll be a hit for Cooper, his first of the evening, second of the series. And the bases are now loaded for the second straight inning for Bo Brewer. Last time Brewer was up, the bases were packed with 2 outs. He grounded out to shortstop on the nice play by Braden Cordes. Another chance for the league leader in RBIs to add to his lead. Breedwell at third base. Schwabe at second. Cooper at first. Tremendous speed on the base paths. Torvey going from the line with the bases loaded. He twists and tosses the first pitch. Breaking ball down the way, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Brewer 0 for 2. Grounded out to short in the first. Grounded out to second. Make that to short as well in the second inning. Force it all bags here with 1 out. Double play certainly in order. Steven Moretto looms on deck. Torvey from the windup, chest facing his catcher. Pivots and tosses the 1-0. Breaking ball cued off the end of the bat. Fouled straight back. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. For the Trappers in the top of the 4th inning, they'll send up 2, 3, and 4. McKenna, Reinhardt, and Bramani as they look to dig into this deficit, but it continues to climb here for the Sabre Dogs. So they're once again approaching 10 runs. They've scored 10 or more runs in 15 of the 30 games they have played this year. Torvey, set belt high, turns, kicks, fires. Low 1-1 on the way. Breaking ball just a bit low, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Good job by Brewer spitting on that one right there. You could see him shift his hips. The motion to start the swing right there as he patiently waited for that one across the plate, but it was just an inch or 2 below the knees. So advantage goes to Brewer. 2 balls, 1 strike. Infield shifting him to pull. First baseman Bravani in front of the bag. Next pitch on the way. Breaking ball backs up. Misses inside. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. And I'm surprised they're shifting on Brewer right here, who does a good job of controlling the bat to every part of the field. A lot of his base hits this year, in fact, have been ground balls to right field or soft line drives that direction. With a 3-1 count, however, he's looking to drive something right here. Torvey twists and delivers. The 3-1 on the way. Swing and a pop-up slicing out of play to the right side. Strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And you could tell Brewer missed a pitch he wanted right there, shaking his head as he steps out of the right-hander's batter's box, readjusts the batting gloves. For Torvey, he's a strike away from picking up a big out and holding the bases loaded. He's a ground ball away from getting out of this big jam. Brewer digs back in, taps the plate. Fans clapping their hands, getting into it. Torvey, set, twist, tosses the 3-2. Breaking ball hard on the ground to the third baseman and Cardoso. He bobbles it, rolls into left field. Here comes Breedwell. Right behind him is Schwabe. To third goes Cooper. 2 more runs are in, and it's a 9-1 Sabre Dogs lead. Another error for the Trappers defense. The third of the inning, as this was a tailor-made ending double play. A hard ground ball right to the third baseman Cardoso, who fielded it at about ankle height to his forehanded side, and it hit off his wrist, rolled into left field. And again, if he fields this cleanly and makes an accurate throw to the second baseman Osborne, the Trappers very well have an opportunity to turn a 5-4-3 double play. That's not the case. 2 more runs are in. And that brings up the 10th man of the inning to the plate as the Sabre Dogs have batted around. Steven Moretto with runners at the corners and 1 out. Moretto opened the inning with the cue shot infield single to the right side. Infield once again shifting him the pull. Second baseman Osborne almost behind the second base bag as the first pitch is swung on in line softly into the first base dugout for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. So the Sabre Dogs will take the breaks. Again, now up by 8. They have fully taken control of this ball game. Have scored in each of the first 3 innings, in fact. 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 6 now in the third. Here's the 0-1. There goes Brewer, pitch on the way, swinging a hard line drive over the head of Cooper as it hooks foul for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. And again, Cooper, who, as you're taught, was starting his secondary lead out third base in foul territory. And Moretto, who hits the ball harder than anyone on this ball club, hit a screaming line drive right at Cooper, who had to fall to the ground to avoid getting nailed by that one. The good news was it did not hit him. Outfield also shifting Moretto to pull. A lot of room down the right field line. Right fielder and Reinhardt bounced straight up in right center right now. 0-2 pitch in the way, swing and a miss for strike 3. As Moreno went up and out of the strike zone to chase that one. 3 pitches, 3 strikes for Torvey. And out number 2, his first strikeout of the night as he climbed the ladder with that fastball. So 2 outs now, runners still at the corners. Here's Alan Greer, who's 0 for 2 today. Flew out to right, grounded into a 6-4 fielder's choice as well earlier on in this inning. He's the 11th man to come to the plate here for the Sabre Dogs. And this is not a rarity for Souris Valley. Seems like they bat around at least once per game. There goes Brewer, pitching the ways well outside. The catcher in strong has to reach to his right and fall to his knees to catch that one, so there will be no throw to second base. Brewer steals second. That's his 16th stolen bag of the year. For the Sabre Dogs, that's also their second stolen bag of the night. They now have a whopping 117 on the year. 2 runners in scoring position now for Greer. Second and third, 2 outs. Both will be going on contact. Torvey winds and fires. Here's his 1-0 on the way. Fastball misses up and away, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. We saw a right-hander warming up earlier in this inning in the Trappers bullpen. Again, Torvey now at 86 pitches through 2 2/3 of an inning's work. Maybe Montario May hoping that Torvey can get through this one so the reliever could start in the top of the 4th with a clean slate. 0-2, swinging a pop-up, slicing out of play once again off to the right side. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Meanwhile, if you're Trevor Ernst, you've got about a 20 to 25-minute break right now. He hasn't gone down to the bullpen just yet. Again, with 2 outs, likely will be returning to the mound in just a couple of moments. But again, sometimes the break is good, but after a long layoff, sometimes you can lose your groove just a little bit. As Torvey winds and tosses the 2-1 in the dirt, blocked by the catcher Strong. Ball 3. Count now runs to 3 balls and 1 strike, and the advantage of Greer as he sits in the driver's seat. Full Hannigan on deck. Walked back earlier in this frame. Greer digs back in, looking for something to drive. Infield once again, shifting him to pull. 3-1. Fastball sizzles across the inside corner for strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes here with 2 outs. 90th pitch of the night coming up for Torvey. Desperately trying to get through 3 innings of work. Torvey pauses at the belt. Turns, lifts, tosses. The payoff pitch on the way. Swing and a foul straight back. Count will hold at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So for the Sabre Dogs, if they could bring around 1 more run to score, that'll be the 16th time this year in 31 games they have scored 10 or more runs, which of course is more than half of your games. And again, that just paints the narrative perfectly about how dominant this offense has been. Here's the 3-2 one more time from Torvey. Breaking ball, runs outside for ball 4. Another walk tossed by Torvey. It's going to be the second he's allowed in the inning. The 5th on the night is that once again loads the bases here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And here comes Montario May, the head coach for the Trappers, his second visit of the inning, meaning he will have to take his right-hander out tonight. So for Torvey, you can close the book on him, at least in the innings department. 2 2/3 of an inning's work, has allowed 9 runs, not helped out by 3 errors on the Trappers' defensive side of things. He'll be responsible for Greer at first base, Brewer at second, and Justin Cooper at third base. Due up will be Colin Hannigan with the bases loaded and 2 outs. 6 runs in this inning for the Sabre Dogs and counting as they lead at 9-1. We'll be right back as you're listening to Expedition League Baseball live on the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs radio network.
Seatbelts are the most effective safety device to prevent the death and injury in a motor vehicle crash. Please buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get to the goal of Vision Zero. 0 fatalities, 0 excuses. Seatbelts are the most effective safety device to prevent the death and injury in a motor vehicle crash. Please buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get to the goal of Vision Zero. 0 fatalities, 0 excuses. Seatbelts are the most effective safety device to prevent the death and injury in a motor vehicle crash.
This is Jordan Williams. I play outfield for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that Planet Pizza is celebrating 25 years in the Magic City this summer. Stop in and try award-winning pizza and wings. Vest up for some laser tag or aim for a jackpot on one of our 50 arcade games. We got fun for everyone. Visit planetpizzaND.com for more details.
Sabre Dog fans, be sure to stop down to OK Automotive in Minot to register for your chance to win a 10K golf cart giveaway. If a Sabre Dogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home in a brand new golf cart courtesy of OK Automotive. Register in store today. Sabre Dog
This
fan.
is Bo Brewer for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that there is a reason why Slim Chicken hangs guitars on their walls and plays the blues. It's the same reason why they only serve you 100% all-natural chicken tenders. It's the way they like it. There's a reason why they treat you like family and serve food just.
Welcome back to the Magic City, Minot, North Dakota. A lot of magic here tonight for the Sabre Dogs. They lead it 9-1 here in the bottom of the third inning, and they're not done yet. They're going to send up their 12th man to the plate in Colin Hannigan with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Standing in their way will be a right-hander Parker Lewis, the first man in relief tonight for the Trappers. He'll be in relief for Torvey. Lewis this season has struggled, an 0-2 record, a 9.9 ERA. He's walked 11 batters to 11 hits and 6 strikeouts in 10 innings of work. Sabre Dogs saw him twice back in the last home series against Pierre. Tossed a combined inning and 1/3 of work. Did not allow a hit or a run here. So he'll look to keep that going. Colin Hannigan to the plate has yet to record an official plate appearance. He was hit by a pitch in the second, walked in the third, did score a run. And again, we're seeing the Trappers defense shifting these Sabre Dogs right-handed hitters to pull here. Challenging Hannigan to hit it to the right side. Your base runners again, Greer at first, Brewer at second, Cooper at third. Lewis, long hold, going from the windup as he turns and tosses his first pitch on its way. Swinging a line drive, shallow left center field. Osborne on his horse ranging in. He can't get it. That's down for a base hit. Cooper will score. Right behind him, Brewer. The throw goes back into second base. Greer gets back in safely. A 2-run single for Colin Hannigan as he stays hot. The Sabre Dogs extend their lead to 10. It's 11-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. They've driven in 8 runs in this frame. Hannigan picks up RBIs 13 and 14 on the year as well, and officially the Sabre Dogs have scored 10 or more runs for the 16th time this year in what's been just 31 games. So here's Ethan Moore. Had a good night so far. 2 for 2, a home run, a double, 3 RBIs. Doubled back earlier in this third inning. So Greer at second base now, Hannigan at first. 11 runs on just 7 hits so far for Souris Valley. As Lewis, from the stretch for the first time tonight, delivers the first pitch. It's down low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count here with 2 outs. Runners will be going on contact once again here. Moore now the 13th batter to the plate in this inning. Lewis in the middle of the rubber digs his right foot in, plants with his left foot, comes set, fires the 1-0, swinging a high fly ball right center field. This one's got some carry. Osborne raging back towards the track, reaches out and he makes the catch and slams in the wall. No, that's down for a base hit. 2 runs will score. That's Greer and Hannigan as Ethan Moore will dig into second base with a 2-run double, his second of the inning. Oh my goodness, what an effort by Osborne in center field, covered about 100 to 120 feet of ground to his left, reached out to try and make the catch, could not, then slammed in the wall. Looks to be all right as he gets up quickly and walks back to his position. So that'll be a double for Ethan Moore. He's now 3 for 3 tonight with 5 RBIs. You could give him RBIs 25 and 26 on that one right there. And Ethan Moore almost left the yard again right there. Also going out to right center field. Have a night, Ethan Moore. 13-1 Souris Valley now. 10 runs in this inning. Here comes Jaden Schaefer, the 14th man to the plate. First pitch on the way, breaking ball in the dirt, blocked by the catcher Strong. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. And again, almost simultaneously, Osborne reached out to try and make this catch. Looked like he caught it at first, then took a step and a half, slammed into the wall. Got down. Reinhardt, the right fielder, was able to back it up and picked it up as it bounced off the wall and get it back in to hold Moore to a double. Next pitch, fastball outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Would have been quite a remarkable catch by Osborne in center field, and the Trappers needed that. Would have been huge for them to get out of this inning. Having just allowed 8 runs. Now the Sabre Dogs have marked 10 here in the bottom of the third. 2-0 count now to Schaefer. Drove in 2 with a single earlier in this frame as the next pitch is a fastball up and away, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. So now your line score, 1 run, 2 hits, 3 errors for the Trappers, 13 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors for Souris Valley. Lewis peers in for the sign, glove tucked into his chest. Does have first base open, but with this deficit, just trying to attack these hitters and get out of this inning. Next pitch on the way, fastball misses down low, 4 ball, 4, another walk. Second time Schaefer has taken a free pass today. He's now reached base all 3 times. keep him coming. Here's the 15th man to the plate in this inning, Jared Breedwell, who was hit by a pitch back earlier in this inning. On deck, the top of the order, and Caden Schwabe, who's already picked up 3 plate appearances through the first 3 innings of this ball game. So Ethan Moore takes his lead from second base. Schaefer from first. 13-1, Sabre Dogs your score. Lewis from the stretch lifts and delivers. The pitch on the way is swung on in line to the right field. That one's down for a base hit. Schaefer will scamper into third, gets the stop sign from Alex Miklos. So there's a base hit for Jared Breedwell, his first of the night. He's now 1 for 2. That'll load the bases for the 3rd time in this frame. Still with 2 outs, as that brings up Caden Schwabe for his 2nd at-bat of the inning. His 4th plate appearance through 3 innings of this ball game. And he also represents the 16th man to the plate here, a season high for the Sabre Dogs. Bases loaded. Moore at third, Schaefer at second, Breedwell at first base. Lewis twists and deals. The first pitch is a breaking ball that floats over the top of the zone, strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. Schwabe hit a hard ground ball to the first baseman Bermani on what could have been a double play to end the inning, but Bermani rushed the throw, overthrew it as he pulled the shortstop cord as well off the bat, could not get it as it got into left field. 0-1 pitch, breaking ball, backs up, misses up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Also saw another double play ball. Back that came off the bat of Bo Brewer, went off the glove of Cardoso. That would have also ended the inning. That was when Brewer represented the 9th man to the plate. We've seen 7 more hitters come to the plate since. Here's the 1-1 pitch in the way. Fastball, up and away, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here with 2 outs. Again, as we mentioned, Lewis in relief of Torvey. His line is officially done. 2 2/3. Gave up 11 runs. The other 2 belong to Lewis, who comes set from the wind again. Turns, kicks, fires. The 2-1 on the way. Down low, ball 3. Count now moves to 3 balls and 1 strike here. And Lewis has to make a quality pitch right now. With the bases loaded, you obviously have nowhere to put Schwabe. You've already seen a plethora of walks in the last 2 innings. As Lewis comes set from the wind. Belt tie. Schwabe, open stance from the left side. He turns, kicks, and fires. The 3-1 on the way is swung on and missed. Strike 2, a fastball up and out of the zone. Schwabe was looking for homer number 2 right there, I'll tell you that. Count now runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. With 2 outs, every runner will be going. Again, that's Ethan Moore at third. Jaden Schaefer at second. Jared Breedwell at first base. Schwabe digs back in. Lewis, a long hold. At the belt, he pauses. Runners go. He turns, kicks, fires. The payoff on the way is swung on and popped up straight back. Catcher strong, going to give it a look. It'll fly off the top ceiling of the grandstands behind home plate. We'll restart as the count stays at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So a run in the first, 2 in the second, 10 in the third. 1 run in the top of the second for the Trappers. That came on the home run from their DH tonight, Colin Adams. Let's do this again. Lewis from the line. Takes a deep breath, comes set. Long hold. So the runners go, and he winds and deals the payoff pitch one more time. Breaking ball down into the dirt for ball 4. Schwabe will take the walk. Second time he's walked today. That's another RBI for him, his 2nd of the evening. Now has 15 on the year. 11 runs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's a 14-1 Sabre Dogs lead, and they've scored 20-plus runs twice this year. So they're looking for number 3. They're well on their way. Only have to score 6 now with 6 innings to play. The bases stay loaded. You got Schaefer at third base, Breedwell at second, Schwabe at first, all of good speed. Cooper singled back to the third, the 17th batter to come to the plate in this inning. First pitch, upstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. And if Cooper can reach without retiring the sign, Bo Brewer would come up, and the Sabre Dogs will have batted around twice in 1 inning. My scoreboard looks like a crossword puzzle right now with how messy it is. It's the 1-0 is a fastball on the inside corner, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. We've had the Sabre Dogs bat around several times. In fact, sent 12, 13 batters to the plate. But we've never seen it twice in 1 inning. And they have a chance to do that right here. Lewis winds and deals the 1-1. Breaking ball in the dirt, blocked by the catcher Strong. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. We're seeing action in the bullpen for the Trappers. A right-hander starting to warm up here. Again, there is a force at all bags with the bases loaded. Outfield shifting Cooper to pull. Osborne a couple steps towards left center. Wide gap between him and the right fielder Reinhardt, who's bounced straight up. Lewis from the windup again. Turns and tosses the 2-1. Swing and a foul straight back. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. So the Sabre Dogs came into tonight leading the league in runs scored with 310. Currently have 324 now and counting as they extend their Expedition League lead. 9 hits as well. That adds to their league lead and hit totals as well, as they came in with 336. 2-2 to Cooper is spiked in the dirt. Nice stop by the catcher Strong, as that was about a 50-foot pitch right there out of the right hand of Lewis. Count runs full to the second straight batter. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners will be going once again. Cooper singled in the first. Maybe another knock right here. Couple of ducks on the pond with the bases loaded. Has 11 RBIs in the year. Lewis winds and tosses. Runners goes. Payoff pitch is inside for ball 4. Back-to-back walks. A bases loaded walk, as that forces in another run to score. That's Jaden Schaefer. That extends the Sabre Dogs lead to 15-1. They brought around 12 runs to score here in this bottom of the 3rd inning. RBI number 12 on the year for Justin Cooper. And here comes Bo Brewer, the 18th man to the plate in this inning. The Sabre Dogs have batted around twice. And I've been watching baseball for 10 years. I don't think I've seen a team bat around twice before. Pretty remarkable stuff right here. So this will be the second at-bat of the inning for Brewer. Make that the 3rd. The pitch on the way is grounded to short, softly hit. Cordes to his right, picks it up, steps across, throws to first base. That's in time to retire Brewer, to retire the side as well. What an inning for the Sabre Dogs. They bring around 12 runs to score, aided by 3 Trappers' errors. They bat around twice as they send 18 batters to the plate here in the bottom of the 3rd. It's all Sabre Dogs tonight, and that's an understatement as we head to the top of the 4th. 15-1, Souris Valley, your score.
Sabre Dog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a $15K camper giveaway. If a Sabre Dogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today. Sabre Dog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a $15K camper giveaway. If a Sabre Dogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today. Sabre Dog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a $15K camper giveaway. If a Sabre Dogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today.
We all protect what we love. It's instinct. We do everything we can to keep our loved ones safe, and they do everything to keep us safe. Seatbelts save lives. It's an indisputable fact, and buckling up is something we all can do.
Buckle up, Dad.
Seatbelts save lives. Buckle up. Every trip, every time. Brought to you by the North Dakota Department of Transportation through Vision Zero.
Life is all about moments. Big moments. Small.
Welcome back to Corbett Field, top half of the 4th inning. 15-1, Sabre Dogs your score. That's right, you heard that right. 12 runs in the bottom of the 3rd inning as they batted around twice, sent 18 batters to the plate in 1 inning. If Bo Brewer reached, Steven Moretto would have come to the plate for his 3rd plate appearance in 1 inning, which would have been truly something to watch. He'll have to wait till the bottom of the 4th inning. Trevor Ernst, meanwhile, back out on the mound for the first time in what seemed like a day after what was around a 30 to 40-minute break. He winds and tosses. His first pitch on the way to Thomas McKenna is a fastball up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strike. So we'll see if he could settle back in here after a long rest. Through 3 innings, he's been very good so far. He's allowed a run on 2 hits. That 1 run on the Colin Adams home run. 1-0 pitch is a fastball on the inside corner, strike 1. Count even out, 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch got in good shape, fairly good shape. 46 pitches through 3 innings as we enter the top of the 4th. He winds and deals the 1-1 on the way. Fastball upstairs, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now, a couple weeks ago, we saw a big lead for the Sabre Dogs, and Sean Hickey got an at-bat, a pitcher only for the Sabre Dogs. We saw Jaden Beck get an at-bat, actually in a key situation because the DH was burned. He had a home run. So the next pitch is fouled off to the right side, out of play, strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I wonder if we get to the bottom of the 8th inning and the Sabre Dogs are still up by this much, if not more, maybe we see another pitcher only get a chance to swing the bat. Maybe they give Beck another opportunity. I mean, why not? After he hits the home run, he is hitting 1,000 though. They might want to keep that up there.
Max, if you had to choose one pitcher off the scene to see an at bat, who would it be?
2-2 pitch, swung on it, fouled straight back. Count will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I know my answer.
This is a tough one. I think Will Cosell would be fun.
That was going to be my answer. That's exactly going to be my answer.
Will Cosell would be really fun to watch take an at bat because he's really intense on the mound.
I want to see if he's as intense in the box as he is on the mound.
It would be fun to watch. So we'll wait. Stay tuned. If it were to happen, it's happening late in this game.
We'll put a word in.
Yeah, Ert tosses the 2-2, swinging a hard line drive out over the head of the shortstop Cooper in the left center field for a base hit. The left fielder and Schwabe will get it back in quickly. So McKenna opens up the top of the 4th with a hard hit single to left field. A good start. He's now 2 for 2 today. Good start for him as that brings up Brock Reinhardt to the plate. Reinhardt grounded into an inning-ending 6-4-3 double play back in the first inning. Lefty on left here for Ern. And a good start here for the Trappers. After the conclusion of that inning, Monterio May, their head coach, had the whole team in a huddle in front of the third base dugout talking to them. Obviously, very upset with that inning as the first pitch is on its way from Ern in the dirt, blocked by the catcher Hannigan. Ball 1. Well, no strikes. And the big reason why is probably the 3 errors. Had a couple of opportunities for inning-ending double plays. A lot of walks as well. And that allowed that inning to continue and extend as Sabre Dogs entered that inning leading by 2, 3-1. The next pitch is on its way, swinging a foul straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike to count here with nobody out in the top of the 4th inning. And if they put a 0 on the board in that bottom of the 3rd inning, which was more than possible, we're heading the top of the 4th. They're down by 2, still on to this ball game. And that was a theme we saw yesterday after Justin Cooper was ruled safe at home plate trying to steal home. That's where things started to unravel for the Trappers as the 1-1 is on its way from Ert. In the dirt, blocked by the catcher Hannigan. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. But back to what we were talking about. After Cooper was safe at home plate, that turned what could have been a 3-2 lead heading into the 7th into a 4-2 lead that turned into an 11-6 loss as the next pitch is swung on it, popped up on the infield. Moretto sprinting into the cut of the infield turf will camp underneath it to make the grab with one hand. Route number 1, retreating back to first base goes McKenna. Again, that's why that play was so controversial and monumental for the Sabre Dogs and taking the momentum back in that ball game. Is again, if you didn't tune in yesterday, Cooper took off to try and steal home on the pitcher who was going from the windup, so a slow delivery. Exactly what Caden Schwabe did on Sunday back in Fremont against the Moo. And the pitch was caught by the catcher and Reinhardt. The tag was applied. It was quite close to the plate. Cooper after the game did say he was safe, but it did look close, so he could have been ruled out. As the first pitch on the way from Ernton's a fastball up and away, ball 1 to Joseph Bramante. 1 ball, no strikes. But the ruling was the catcher and Reinhardt reached too far out over the plate before the pitch crossed the plate, obviously being a little antsy seeing that Cooper was trying to steal home. So because of that, they ruled Cooper safe at the plate, which extended the Sabre Dogs' lead to 2 as the next pitch is swung on the ground to short. Cooper steps back to play in the long hop, flips to the shortstop, making the second baseman Schaefer for 1. The relay to first base is in time to retire Bramante for the 6-4-3 twin killer. Second 6-4-3 double play we've seen tonight by the Sabre Dogs defense. 1 into the first, the other ends the 4th. We're heading to the bottom of the 4th inning. Sabre Dogs up by 14. They lead 15-1 as you're listening to Expedition League Baseball live on the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs radio network.
Life is all about moments. Big moments, small moments, and those moments you just can't put into words. It's how we at First International Bank and Trust live first and have been for more than 110 years. One customer, one family, one moment at a time. First International Bank and Trust. Live first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Start planning your summer road trips with a brand new camper and truck. Head to Four Bears Casino now, play your favorite slots, and earn entries for their July 3rd truck and camper giveaway. It's your chance to win a decked out camper and 2021 pickup with full towing package. Plus, get your tickets for Dwight Yoakam live in concert June 19th and enjoy water fun on a yacht tour of Lake Sakakawea or a splash in their water park. Check out all the fun on their website, all at Four Bears Casino and Lodge, 4 miles west of Newtown. Start planning your summer road trips with a brand new camper and truck. Head to Four Bears Casino now, play your favorite slots, and earn entries for their July 3rd truck and camper giveaway. It's your chance to win a decked out camper and 2021 pickup with full towing package. Plus, get your tickets for Dwight Yoakam live in concert June 19th and enjoy water fun on a yacht tour of Lake Sakakawea or a splash in their water park. Check out all the fun on their website, all at Four Bears Casino and Lodge, 4 miles west of Newtown.
SaberDog fans, be sure to
Welcome back to Corbett Field, bottom half of the fourth inning. 15-1 SaberDogs your score. Steven Moretto will lead it off here. He had 2 at-bats back in that third inning. Was 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout, 1 for 3 on the night in total. Lewis out for his second inning of work. As he winds and tosses, the first pitch is a fastball upstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. So the SaberDogs, as we mentioned, batted around twice, sent 18 batters to the plate. So we currently sit here now in the bottom of the fourth inning. Lewis winds and tosses the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Moretto well out in front of that one. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Ballard can see it. I know the fans and the viewers at home can't. My scoreboard is very difficult to navigate right now. My scorebook, excuse me. Never had to deal with this before, so we'll figure it out. The 1-1 is a breaking ball, popped up behind the plate, strong, moving to his right. He'll camp underneath it to make the two-handed grab for out number 1. So a pop out to the catcher opens up the fourth inning, as that'll bring up Alan Greer to the plate here with 1 away. Greer 0 for 2, a fly to right, grounded into a 6-4 fielder's choice in the third. Also walked back in that same third inning. Come around to score a couple of times. Again, has such good speed, but was able to take advantage of a couple of errors on the defensive side of things for the Trappers. Here's the wind. The pitch from Lewis is a breaking ball on the outside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. And let's go back to the top of the third inning, where Bennett Osborne tried to steal third, stole safely. There's a wind. The 0-1 from Lewis is a breaking ball, swung on and missed, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Osborne stole third safely. The throw from Hannigan was wide to the third baseman. Moretto got into left field. Schwabe was right there to back it up. And Osborne tried to race for the plate, was thrown out by Schwabe as the 0-2 is on its way. Breaking ball inside. That's going to hit Greer on the numbers as he turns his back towards the pitcher and will take first base. That's the third hit SaberDogs batter of the night, as that puts Greer on base for the third time this evening here with 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. But Osborne was very aggressive, tried to score on that play. Schwabe threw a strike to the catcher and Hannigan to gun down Osborne at the plate. And if Osborne stays, it's runner at third, nobody out. He likely scores, and at that point, that would make it a 3-2 ball game. You just got to wonder how different this game would be had the Trappers scored that run. Maybe they score more runs in that inning, or maybe with a 3-2 lead, make that deficit. Maybe the 12-run inning doesn't happen. It's the first pitch on the way to Hannigan. Floats over the outside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. But instead, Osborne was thrown at the plate. That takes away that run that the Trappers were stringing around to score, takes away all their momentum. Ernst's able to get out of the inning. SaberDogs come back and post 12 on the board. 0-1, breaking ball down away, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hannigan in that inning was 1 for 1, a walk, a single, and 2 RBIs. Now has 14 runs batted in on the year. That came with the bases loaded. This offline drive to shallow left center field to drive into 2. Lewis from the stretch, third base side. From the slice up delivers, swinging a line drive, right center field. That one's down as it rolls towards the alley. Rear tap, second, he's heading for 3. Wide turnaround first for Hannigan. He'll hold there. A single for him. His second of the night. He's reached base all 4 times as he continues to swing a hot bat. Runners at the corners. 1 away now here for the SaberDogs for the hottest hitter in this lineup tonight, and Ethan Moore. He's 3 for 3. 2 doubles, a home run, 5 RBIs. Now he's driven in 26 runs on the year. Almost left the yard again. Center fielder Osborne made quite a nice effort, ranging back into his left into the right center field gap in front of the wall. Tried to reach out to make the grab, could not, as it dropped down for an extra base hit and 2 RBIs. First pitch on the way to Ethan Moore. Floats over in the inside corner, just a bit inside. Ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. So Moore came in tonight hitting a .182. Gotta imagine he's back closer to the Mendoza line after going 3 for 3 so far tonight. The 1-0. Big swing and a miss. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ethan Moore loves to hit at home as well. We showed you a graphic earlier, but has truly been fantastic this entire season at Corbett Field, and he continues to show us why. 1-1 pitch is swung on and belted out to deep left field. Yaki can only watch this one fly as Ethan Moore has done it again. His second home run of the ball game as that gives the Sabre Dogs an 18-1 lead as this cleared the back wall and grazed the trees in left field. He now has 8 RBIs of the night. That's his 5th home run of the year. Ethan Moore is the hottest hitter on this planet. My goodness. And he added a bat flip for the cherry on top as well. Holy smokes, Ethan Moore. 4 for 4 in the last 3 innings. A home run for 2 RBIs. A double for another. A double for 2 more. That gave him 5. And now a 3-run home run here. He's driven in 8 runs. 8 of the 18 runs tonight for Souris Valley. He now has 29 runs batted in the year and 5 home runs. What a stretch for Ethan Moore. Here's Jaden Schaefer. First pitch, upstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. So the Sabre Dogs 2 runs away from 20 now. Would be the 3rd time this year they've hit the 20-run mark. As the 1-0 is on its way. Fastball at the knees, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lewis going from the windup here with 1 out. Shakes off once. Shakes again. Now 3 times, 4 times. As he turns, kicks, and fires. The 1-1. In the dirt, blocked by the catcher Strong. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. So now 18 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors for the Sabre Dogs. 1 run, 3 hits, 3 errors for the Trappers. An offensive onslaught here tonight. Here's the line. The 2-1. Fastball in the dirt, blocked by Strong. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. And again, we saw the Cooper bat flip yesterday, the Keaton bat flip a couple Sundays ago here against the Trappers. Ethan Moore picking up a bat flip as well. It's been a fun narrative to follow here from this Sabre Dogs ball club as they've now picked up runs in each of the first 4 innings tonight. 3-1. Fastball upstairs, ball 4. Schaefer will take the walk. 3rd time he's walked tonight. That'll bring up Jared Breedwell to the plate. So after 18 hitters reached the left or right-hander's batter's box in the 3rd inning, we've seen 5 so far here in the 4th. Breedwell singled back in his 2nd plate appearance in that 3rd inning. Was also hit by a pitch back in the 3rd. Righty on right here as Lewis leans it for the side. Schwabe on deck. Schwabe has picked up 4 plate appearances through the first 3 innings of this ball game. If he can reach, be 5-4. Next pitch on the way is blocked by the catcher. Strong gets away from his and rolls to his left on the breaking ball in the dirt. Waltzing into second base, standing up goes Jaden Schaefer. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Here with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Ethan Moore, you knew he got that one off the bat. The other deep drives out to right center field were so deep that there was a chance it stayed in the yard. And Osborne gave a couple of really good efforts on both the home run and the double. So the 1-0 is swung on and hit high in the air, center field. Osborne takes a step back, now readjusts in and to his right. He'll camp underneath it to make the catch for out number 2. Schaefer will retreat to second base. So he stuck with that right center field approach, which you got to imagine Alex Miklos loved. And then gets a pitch over the heart of the plate and pulls a missile down the left field line. 316 feet down the line here at Corbett Field, but that cleared it by at least 30 feet. So that's a home run in most ballparks here in the Expedition League. Again, he has 5, the team lead in that category. He's driven in 8 runs tonight. Schwabe digs back in the left-hander's batter's box here with 2 outs. 5th plate appearance in the last 4 innings. In fact, the first 4 innings of this ball game. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Schwabe had the home run in the first, the walk in the second, reached on an E3 in the 3rd. Also walked and drove in a run in the 3rd. He's driven in 2 runs tonight, has 15 on the year. Lewis from the stretch. Lifts and fires. The 0-1 is swung on and fly to the air to right. Ranging to his right and a bit in is Reinhardt. To his left is Osborne. It's Osborne, the center fielder, to make the catch for out number 3. But the Sabre Dogs bring around 3 more runs to score here in the bottom of the 4th inning thanks to the 3-run home run from Ethan Morris. Second of the night, he's driven in 8 of the 18 runs for Souris Valley. Running to the top of the 5th, just about halfway through this one here at Corbett Field, 18-1. Souris Valley, your score.
Start planning your summer road trips with a brand new camper and truck. Head to Four Bears Casino now, play your favorite slots, and earn entries for their July 3rd truck and camper giveaway. It's your chance to win a decked out camper and 2021 pickup with full towing package. Plus, get your tickets for Dwight Yoakam live in concert June 19th and enjoy water fun on a yacht tour of Lake Sakakawea or a splash in their water park. Check out all the fun on their website, all at Four Bears Casino and Lodge, 4 miles west of Newtown. Start planning your summer road trips with a brand new camper.
Sabre Dog fans, be sure to stop by Corbett Field on Friday, July 2nd to see the boys in their Friday Night Whites as they take on the reigning Expedition League champion Fremont Moo. Souris River Brewing Company will be giving away a free pint glass to the first 500 fans to enter the ballpark. Make sure to arrive early as gates open at 6:05 with first pitch slated for 7:05.
Sabre Dogs fans, let's celebrate the 4th of July the right way. Come on down to Corbett Field to receive a free pair of USA-themed sunglasses. The first 120 to enter the ballpark will obtain these cool new sunglasses. Watch the Sabre Dogs take on the Fremont Moo at 5:35. Let's celebrate the 4th of July with your Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. Don't forget to come rock in your red, white, and blue. Sabre Dogs fans, let's celebrate the 4th of July the right way. Come on down to Corbett Field to receive a free pair of USA-themed sunglasses. The first 120 to enter the ballpark will obtain these cool new sunglasses. Watch the Sabre Dogs take on the Fremont Moo at 5:35. Let's celebrate the 4th.
Welcome back to Corbett Field. Through 4 innings, the Sabre Dogs lead 18-1. Trevor Ernst out for his 5th inning of work. He's going to get 5, 6, and 7 here in this Trappers lineup. Colin Adams to lead it off. He's 1 for 1 with a home run. That came back all the way in the 2nd inning. The only run driven in tonight for the Trappers. First pitch from Ernst is a fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. For Ernst tonight, he's faced the minimum 3 times as he winds and deals the 0-1. Fastball, outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 18 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors for the Sabre Dogs. Love hearing that coming out of the mouth if you're a Sabre Dogs fan as the 1-1 is down and in with a breaking ball, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. So now if you want to get to the numbers here, the Sabre Dogs came in with 310 runs scored this year. Add 18 to that, that's 328. So the next pitch is swung on and popped up. Straightaway left field. Schwabe late jump now sprinting in. He'll camp underneath it in shallow left to make the catch for out number 1. So good start here for Ernst. He's gotten through 4 1/3 of an inning's work, allowing just 1 run so far. So through 31 games, the Sabre Dogs have now scored 328 runs. They're averaging now 10.58 runs per game. And they're not done yet. We're not even halfway through this ball game. The Sabre Dogs will have the bottom of the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th innings to hit, assuming that the Trappers don't take the lead before then. Here's Nicholas Strong, the catcher. He's 0 for 1, struck out swinging in the 2nd. Ernst winds and tosses. First pitch, fastball, outside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike here with 1 out. Ernst working quickly, glove covering his face. As he nods his head and twists and delivers the 0-1 pitch. Fastball up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here in the count. Game 2 of this 3-game set. Sabre Dogs well on their way to take this series here. Assuming they can hold on to this 17-run lead, they will go for the sweep tomorrow. 1-1. Swinging a line drive right center field. Breedwell ranging to his right. He'll have to play it on a hop. So that gets down for a base hit for Strong. That's his first hit of the night. 4th of the evening for Pierre. So he'll be on first base with 1 away. So here comes Cole Young to the plate. He struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. Was strikeout victim number 3 of 4 on the night here for Ernst. as he looks for another inning-ending ground ball double play. Has induced 2 so far, one in the first, one in the fourth, both of the 6-4-3 style. Cooper to Schaefer to Brewer. Ernst from the stretch. Lifts and fires. First pitch is swung on and popped up first base side. Brewer ranging to his left. He'll watch it fly out of play. Strike one. No balls, 1 strike. Taking a look at some of the scores around the league here in the Expedition League. Another high-scoring ball game between the Sasquatch and the Sunfish. 14-6 Spearfish lead over Sioux Falls. Big Sticks over the Horseheads, 4-2 as well. Ernst from the stretch. Long hold, kicks, fires, 0-1. Blocked by the catcher, Hannigan, as it's in the dirt. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Spuds currently over the Tommyknockers, 3-0 that score. Tommyknockers really struggling as of late. Again, at one point, we're leading the SaberDogs over in first place in this Lewis division. They've dropped 8 of their last 10 and fallen to 15-15. If that score holds, they'll fall to 15-16, back below 500. Ernst fires the 1-1. Swinging a pop-up foul to the right side, out of play. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Wheat City Whiskey Jacks currently leading over the Pioneers, 7-2 in the top of the 4th. Close one over in Fremont, the Battle of Nebraska, as they're taking on the Hastings Sodbusters. Sodbusters currently up 7-6 in the top of the 6th. Ernst from the stretch. Kicks, fires, the 1-2. Swing and a pop-up, shallow right field. Second baseman Schaefer backpedaling onto the outfield turf to make the catch with one hand for out number 2. Strong will head back to first base. Ernst continuing to pound the strike zone. And a do soft contact here and out away from getting through 5 innings, which would make him eligible for the win tonight. He's 2-0 this year. Back-to-back quality starts. He's getting up just 1 run through 12 innings this year. And now if you include the 4 2/3, 2 runs through 16 2/3 of an innings work so far. Really good stuff from him. Here's Bennett Osborne. Reached on the knee 6 by Cooper his last time up. Advanced to second. As the first pitch is swung on and fly to the air to center. Greer takes a couple steps to his left as he ranges into the right center field gap. He'll make the one-handed grab as that will retire the side. Great work from Ernst. Another quick inning as he's gotten through 5 frames, allowing just 1 run. We're halfway through this one here at Corbett Field. Let's head to the bottom of the 5th. 18-1. SaberDogs your score.
An alcohol-related crash will probably happen in North Dakota today, and another will happen tonight. Still, it's pretty common to hear people making light of it like it's no big deal. We can try to laugh it off, but it keeps happening over and over. Impaired driving isn't funny. Always drive sober or find a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the North Dakota Department of Transportation through Vision Zero.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories with family, friends, and your community is just a way of life. Yes, in times like these, it's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life. In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories with family, friends, and your community is just a way of life. Yes, in times like these, it's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life. In times like these, it's good to know that...
Hey SaberDog fans, the fun is continuing down at Corbett Field. Make your way to the field to watch the Dogs play the Pierre Trappers Tuesday, June 29th at 7:05.
Bottom half of the fifth inning officially have hit the halfway point of this ball game, and there's been a lot. 19 runs scored combined on both ends, 18 of which in the hands of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. They lead 18-1 here as Justin Cooper will lead it off here against a new pitcher for the Trappers, their third arm of the night. Brendan Perez coming to the mound right here out of Lilburn, Georgia, a senior this year at Point University, where former head coach for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs from last year, Corey Thompson, coached college ball this year. Perez 0-2 this summer, 7.36 ERA, 6 games, 1 start, 16 strikeouts and 25 walks in 14 2/3 of an inning's work. Also has hit this season as well, hit 2 home runs, both of which came against the Sabre Dogs back a couple Sundays ago at Corbett Field. So here's Justin Cooper to lead it off. He's 1 for 2, a single, a ground out, 2 walks, and an RBI. Perez from the stretch, winds up, fires. His first pitch is swung on and fouled straight back, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. It'll be Cooper, Brewer, and Moretto. Brewer, who will be due up second, still looking to extend his hitting streak to 31 games. The good news is even though he's had 4 plate appearances, has plenty of time left as we've just hit the halfway point. 0-1 on the way to Cooper's a breaking ball inside, just misses grazing the jersey of Cooper. It'll be ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Currently no action in either pen, so Trevor Ernst more than likely, coming out for the 6th. As Perez winds and deals, the 1-1. Swinging a chopper to third, well foul, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Shadow's completely in play here. A stripe of a shadow that encompasses the batter's circle all the way up until about 15 feet in front of home plate, then a stripe of light for about 10 more feet, then another shadow that covers the pitcher's mound, the head of Perez in sunshine. So the ball will be going from light to dark to light to dark. His next pitch is swung on the ground down the first base line. Diving stop by Bramani as he slides to his left, picks it up, takes it to the first base bag unassisted for out number 1. Nice play by Joey Bramani as that retires Cooper for the first out of the bottom of the 5th inning. So here comes Bo Brewer. 0 for 4, 3 groundouts to short, reached on an E5. Back in the 3rd inning, stole the bag. That was his 16th of the year, so he's 0 for 4 tonight. Looking to shorten up right here and pick up a base hit to keep that hitting streak alive. Righty on right as Perez comes set from the first base side. He winds and fires. Here's his first pitch on the way. It's a fastball spiked as it hits the home plate umpire, Tony Archina. Rolls back to the third base dugout for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Archina does not look happy right now as he's walking towards the first base dugout. Again, the catcher in strong was trying to talk to him, but Archina was having none of it as he put his hand in the air, is still walking down the first base side, doing some squats. Not quite sure where it caught him, but again, the catcher in strong looks to be apologetic right here. It was a fastball spiked about 45 feet. That's a tough pitch to block right there, even if you're a big league catcher. He tried to block it, then popped out of the way, and it looks like it maybe grazed Archina somewhere in the lower portion of his body. The trainer for the Trappers now coming out to talk to Archina. So this will burn some more time here in this ball game. And again, it looks like he's pointing to something on his right leg. Again, that's a hard pitch coming out of the hand of Perez, but you can't blame the catcher in strong too much right there as the pitch was spiked about 45 feet in the ground. But either way, it looks like everyone's okay. Brewer will dig back into the right-hander's batter's box. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out here, 18-1 Sabre Dogs lead. Perez, after a little bit of a pause, will be ready to resume play right here. Brewer digs back into the right-hander's batter's box. Steven Moretto on deck. Looks like Dalton Bowling looming on deck now will be coming into the game for Moretto. The 1-0 is in the dirt, blocked by the catcher in strong, rolls to his left, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. So if Bowling comes to the plate, which is very likely the case with him on deck, Moretto's night will be finished. He's 1 for 4 with a single, a fly out, a strikeout, and a pop out. Hitters count for Brewer 2-0. Perez winds and tosses. The pitch on the way is swung on and hit high in the air, right field, ranging to his left, and now in is Reinhardt. This will get down for a base hit. So how about that? The hitting streak lives. A base hit for Bo Brewer. He has now picked up hits in each of the 31 games to open up the season for Souris Valley. And he'll take the break. The right fielder, Reinhardt, started to go back almost a little bit, then ranged to his left, and then made a late adjustment to sprint in hard in the shallow right field, and this one hopped off the turf. So again, a 31-game hitting streak for Bo Brewer as he continues to dazzle here in the Expedition League. And if he picks up a hit tomorrow, he will have picked up a hit in each of the first 32 games of the year, which will be the entire first half of this 64-game season. So that'll be fun to watch tomorrow. And I'm sure that's a monkey off the back for Brewer, who's 0 for 4 tonight coming into that hit. First pitch on the way to Dalton Bowling is a fastball down low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. So Bowling officially pinch hitting for Steven Moretto. We talked about Moretto suffered an elbow injury after being hit by a pitch on the road trip. Bowling suffered a finger injury back in Fremont as the next pitch is a fastball up and in, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Was fielding a ground ball, took a tricky hop on him, hit him in the index finger, and that thing was quite swollen, very purple, was enlarged as well. Couldn't grip a bat, was not obviously feeling good as the 2-0 was swung on a popped up shallow right field again. Reinhardt ranging to his left, twisting down the line. This was sliced foul. Strike 1, 2 balls and 1 strike. So he was out for a couple of days, but walked by him today, gave me the thumbs up that he was ready to go after swinging the batting cage. So that's the good news. Good to have him back, available to hit for this Souris Valley Sabre Dogs ball club. So he'll likely resume, or I should say remain in the game at third base where Moretto started. Again, both of those two splitting time so far since they've both arrived. Righty on right here, Perez from the stretch. Kicks, fires, the 2-1 is a fastball at the knees, inside corner, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This season so far, Bowling hitting .222, no homers, 9 RBIs. In his last 3 games, has picked up 3 hits and 11 at-bats, starting to heat up once again after a tough skid where he was hitless through 5+ games. 2-2, swinging a soft ground ball to third base. Cardoso plays on the hop. Will go to first base the long way. That's in time to retire Bowling as he makes a nice throw on the run for route number 2. Meanwhile, on the plate, Brewer moves to second base. Looks like it got in on the hands of Bowling. I hope that finger's okay. Again, gripping that bat. When you get jammed right there, it vibrates even more. Looks to be all right as he takes the batting gloves off as he heads back to the first base dugout. But it was softly hit. Cardoso was ranging to his left and in. Made a look towards second base, but Brewer was running well and hard. No chance to get him there, so they got the sure out at first. So Brewer at second base now. Sabre Dogs looking to pick up a run in every inning in this ball game. We'll have to drive in Brewer here from second base to do so. As the first pitch is on its way. Fastball down away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Looks like Jackson Kirkpatrick walking down to the bullpen with Lance McDonald right now. Likely a candidate to relieve for Trevor Ernst tonight. 1 run in the first, 2 in the second, 12 in the third, 3 in the fourth for the Sabre Dogs, trying to keep that streak going here with at least 1 in the fifth. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch from Perez is a fastball down low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. After Greer, Lee Cole and Hannigan and Ethan Moore. We'll see if Alex Miklos starts to shift in more subs here tonight. Again, with a 17-run lead, 18-1 score, just about halfway through this ball game. Hitters count for Greer, the 2-0. Fastball, knee-high, inside corner, perfect spot from Perez. There was a loud, echoey pop from the glove of Strong as he received it. Strike 1, 2 balls, 1 strike, the count. Perez leans in, first base side of the rubber. Long look in. He comes set at the chest. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count to Greer. The pitch on the way, swung and in line, right back to the pitcher in Perez, who catches it right on the line, nabs it out of the air, 60 feet, 6 inches away. My goodness, that was in on the button by Greer. Perez looks to be all right, as it looks like he caught it with his glove and trapped it with his stomach, as that was a steamer right back at him. Looks like he's all right, so Greer hits it on the button, lines it right back at the pitcher and Perez for out number 3. Trappers able to toss together their first scoreless inning of the night against this Sabre Dogs offense here in the bottom of the 5th. Running to the top of the 9th, Trevor Ernst out for his 6th inning of work. 18-1, Souris Valley, your score.
Saturday, July 3rd will be Ballpark Time Machine at Corbett Field. Your Sabre Dogs will be hosting an 80s theme night. So break out that neon and those scrunchies and come wearing your best 80s look. We'll be rocking out to 80s music all night long. The Sabre Dogs will be going head-to-head with the Fremont Moot at 7:05 p.m. So see you there at Corbett Field to go back in time.
This is Ethan Moore for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all our exclusive Sabre Dogs content you'll need this summer. Follow us at SV Sabre Dogs and use the hashtag SCODogs. This is Ethan Moore for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all our exclusive Sabre Dogs content you'll need this summer. Follow us at SV Sabre Dogs and use the hashtag.
Seatbelts are the most effective safety device to prevent the death and injury in a motor vehicle crash. Please buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get to the goal of Vision Zero. Zero fatalities.